Welcome to the News at Noon for this Monday, July 14th, 2014. I'm Tom. I'm your host. Lots going on. Aruba again, convention, the new e-collection, double points for leadership cash bonus. You can still be at convention. Even if you haven't booked so far, you can now. All this, details on all this are in your network magazine. I hope you go there. It's in your back office. Go to Field Interface. It's the third tab right in the middle on the top. Click Field Interface and then look for it's green last I saw it. Little box says the network. There is your network magazine. In there is everything for your Parkline business. We try to put it in one easy place for you to access. And everything ends June 17th at 12 midnight. Now that sounds like a really weird I forgot the word that you use, but it's just a prediction. But that actually is everything for convention recognition, Aruba again, best of the best. Many of the things we're going to talk to end with what comes in this Thursday night, the 17th. But remember, the great news about Park Lane is everything you do after that. So starting the 18th going on, when you're at convention the following weekend and you hear about this amazing new incentive, you're going to be, anything you do, you're going to be ahead of the game. So no gap with Park Lane, always great things going on. And it's great things are going on. Nothing great is ever achieved without great endearing. In our business, one thing you have to do is just you plug on, because not everything will always go your way. And so when that happens, you go, and if I said June 17th, it's July 17th. This Thursday is the cutoff. So I apologize. It looks like I misspoke there. You just keep plugging on, because it's a numbers game. If we talk to enough people, you always have success in our business. That's why I read an article in Fast Company magazine that I wanted to share with you. I started reading this magazine in 1990. So I was just a brand new franchise business owner, and I had my first American Express card. And I just remember Fast Company magazine came, and I always read it. It's an amazing magazine. It talks about the fastest growing companies and the fastest growing leaders. And they had an article called The 5 Characteristics of a Leader. All of you who are on the call are empowered to lead others, and I just know that, because those of you who invest to be on live or watch the recording of the News at Noon, you are interested and invested in your business, and you are a leader. So just by virtue of watching this, you're a leader, and so you can benefit from these. What are the 5 characteristics of great leaders in fast-growing companies? That's what they look at. Number 1, be flexible. Not everything goes as planned. In my experience, it never goes as planned. If you want to see God laugh, create a plan and say you're going to completely stick to it. There's always things that change, rules, governments, way people do business. And so as a great leader, you need to be flexible, and you need to know, I have an end goal, and I'm going to figure out whatever way I can to get there. It's just that easy. Number 2, great leaders have to be able to communicate. Now, some leaders are great orators. I would put myself in that category. They can speak well in front of people. But there's a lot more than that that's required by a leader, a lot more. In my role now, I need to communicate to banks in foreign countries and merchant account providers and attorneys. And to be a great leader and to get us where we need to go, I have to communicate. And it has nothing to do with me being great in front of a camera or a crowd. It has everything to do with being able to communicate. You too. I mean, it's not about doing a fabulous meeting, although that can be important and be great on your coaching calls, but how do you communicate the information to your people? This is a good way. The News at Noon, it gives everything. Number 3, great leaders have courage, tenacity, and patience. Those are 3 completely different things. Courage, I'm not afraid. Tenacity, I'll stick with it and endure. And patience, sometimes you just have to wait. You have to take a breath and go, okay. Having those 3 things are important. Many times as a leader, you have to do all 3 of those things together. If you've ever had a child that's hurt and you're taking care of them and running them an emergency, you have to have courage, tenacity, and patience all at the same time. Okay? Being a leader and raising a family is not too much different. And so it's something that you have to develop if you want to be a true and successful leader, that you can do those 3 things. Number 4 is great leaders have a combination of humility and presence. By presence, they're there in the moment. They're willing to do with you whatever needs to be done in your presence for you to be successful. And I love doing that. I love doing whatever I have to do to help people. But humility is, as a leader, you can't hover above your employees. You can't ever make yourself feel like you're better than them. You have to be humble. And I heard a great saying. I was watching a movie last night, Philomena. It was a great movie. And she said to the gentleman, be careful those you pass on the way up because you will meet them again on the way down. It's a cycle. We all go through that. So combination of humility and presence, and then be responsible. As a leader, you are responsible. You're responsible for getting whatever needs to be done to get you the goal to be there. And it's our responsibility. And when we take that responsibility fully, but when there's praise to go around, that is given to everybody, not just the leader, but it's all, and it is all of you. We always say that. We don't sell a lick of jewelry. It's all you that do that are out there talking to people. And you're responsible for that great success. 5 great leaders, characteristics of a leader from a Fast Company magazine article. I hope that helps you. It does me, and it reminds me of the things to focus on to be as effective as I can in the position God's put me in. Aruba, again, you can earn this with 25,000 points and 2 recruits for 1. 32,000 combined points with 4 recruits. That means you and the 4 together in this 7 weeks have sold 32,000 points. You get a trip for 2. Easy way to do it is tracking. Here's the last week. The last week is the week of 9/17, what comes in this week, as well as what comes in for your recruits that you've shared the opportunity with. All counts for that Aruba. Again, we have some people who are going to do that. The Canada Sales Book has certainly helped. We send this out in an email and remind you every week about this. The black and white Under the Sea, which is my favorite in summer. Not really. The Gold Galore is fabulous. This bracelet, we still have them in stock. I love the Canada pin from the summer. I love summer because it is here. It's been hot some areas. I saw BC was 37. So lots of reasons to be out there with, you can have jewelry on with very little else, and it's still very fashionable. And so we have a great reason. Blue U is my favorite because I love the colors in there. But we have a great reason to go out to talk to people, to point them to our website, to take their order just when we're together with them, to tell them to go to our website where they can see everything. And then for us, ordering is easy because it can be done through our personal websites. That's the easiest way. Don't you love getting an email that you got an order? Or you can take the orders personally, and in your back office, all those products from the Canada Summer Sale are there for you. It's easy, and it's in place to help you be successful. Also ending this Thursday is the Best of the Best contest, convention recognition. This Thursday is the deadline for registering for convention. It's just a week away, so we can still make it. We need that one more person who's thinking about it or hasn't done it yet. That may be all you need to make your attendance goal as our leaders and teams in Canada. And the Best of the Best Challenge was a 13-week contest. It began way back in April, and it goes through Thursday, the 17th. It's 13 weeks. It challenged everybody to have 25 shows and 5 recruits. And if you did, you got a $1,000 cash bonus. But what we say every week is that's the icing on the cake. The cake is if you're a division, you made $5,000 while you're doing this. If you were a branch leader, you made $3,350 at the minimum you made. So a great incentive that we're rewarded for all the way. Leadership cash bonus, points for promoting leaders. This is a contest for area leaders and up. So areas, divisions, and senior divisions in Canada. You get points for all your promotions. We're giving away cash at convention. The Rich Rewards Club, every month when you sell 2,000 or more, it's reward level 2. When you sell 2,000 or more, that's it. Everything counts. Your net sales, your non-sales, bonus items, hostess and sale, everything. When you sell 2,000 or more, you get the ensemble of the month. Lavender Lust in April, Rodeo Drive in May, Caribbean in June, and here is July's award. The great news is you get these free, and they become products of the future. They'll be in our new catalog. Don't you love them? Earn them 2,000 or more a month. I hope you all took the time to read out of your network magazine, 12 Key Points to Recruiting by Scott Levine. This was birthed on a conference call we had with all Canadians, and now is in print in your network magazine. I hope you share that. We're going to talk about recruiting at convention in our international class. You're going to love that. Let's look at the week at a glance at just our promotional items that continue. The blush necklace. This is $14 with a $30 order. Rose gold slider with crystals on trend. And that is still available as is the Yes gift, which is the Beneath My Wings ring. This is $15 for a hostess when she books and then holds her show. You order it with her show. And the Bella Watch, the most popular hostess special in a long time. $29 for a hostess with a qualifying show. If it's over $800 net, it is free to the hostess. These continue, and these continue next week, the week after July 17th. You also have triple HRCs to work with, and you have the hostess BOGO. If she's over $500 in net sales, she gets BOGO on the hostess exclusive items. That means everyone she buys, she gets another one of the equal purchase price or lower for free. Great reason to get the hostess only items. They're fabulous. One thing is just on your radar is changing. It's in about 4 weeks from now, and that is that many things do not change, and the customer bonus special for $12 has not changed since 1988. Holy cow, 16, was that right? 16 years? It's been that way. In 2014, many things have changed. The price of gas, the price to send a stamp, and the customer bonus item is changing. It's changing to $14. Remember, on a customer that places like an order for over $90 and then gets 3 matching ones for $12, this affects her savings, which would normally be like, $326. Only affects it $6. Think about that. Only $2 per special. So now, instead of $296 she saves $290. So it's a great thing, and the great news is you get credit on all of that. So now the $12 items you get credit on now become $14 towards contests, towards trips, towards incentives, towards everything. Park Lane Customer Service is a great place to call if you have questions on that stuff. 1-800-621-0088. That's your toll-free from Canada customer service line, and they're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Your franchise is, of course, a place where you can go and contact them for lots of things specific to what's happening with your orders. But Park Lane questions, we'd love to take them at customer service. And if you're an email person, there is a support, a CS, and an app email address you can send as well. July is a 5-week period, and we have concluded 2 of those 5 weeks in the month of July with what came in last Thursday, the 10th. Again, this Thursday, the 17th at midnight, best of the best. Aruba again. Convention Recognition Awards. All these challenges end with what comes in this week. We hope you have a great week if you're working towards any of those things, because we know many of you international leaders, the top leaders, are going to be recognized as Park Lane tops in the world. That's just the way it's going. We're expanding and growing so rapidly, and it's exciting that you're part of that. You're pioneers, and we appreciate you in Canada. You're number 1 partners. So thank you again for joining the News at Noon. A great quote I leave you with from Anthony Robbins. I walked on fire for that guy in San Diego. If you want to be successful, find someone who's achieved the results you want and copy what they do, and you'll achieve the same results. It is something we've known in direct sales forever. Find out what the top people are doing and do that, and you'll be successful. Never been more true than it is today. Thank you so much for joining us at the News at Noon. Hold on, do I have a question? I do. Look forward to seeing all of you. On the way. That must mean Aaron's driving. Good. Nope, doesn't look like I have any questions I have to answer. We're going to end the recording, and thank you all.